good morning everybody. How are you today? Right now I am foraging for breakfast. I'm working on leafy plantain at the moment. That's a pretty easy leafy green to find. It grows pretty much everywhere if you look for it, and it's usually right where you walk. In fact, the Native Americans up here in Maine called it white man's footprint, simply because it seems to be wherever your footprints are. So we like it in our breakfast. Danielle does a wonderful job of sauteing it and cooking it that way. It's got a lot of vitamins. Vitamin A, B, C, vitamin K. It's got a lot of calcium, and I am forgetting a lot of the benefits. You can use it as a poultice for a wound. It's just, you can dry the leaves and make a wonderful tea out of it. So periodically we like to do just this. We like to forage for some of these wild greens. I've got quite a bit of plantain now, so now I'm going to get some lamb's quarter. Here in May, we don't have to forage very far for lamb's quarter. It grows right in our greenhouse. And when we see it, we do not get rid of it. We do not treat it as a weed, because we like to eat lamb's quarter. I'm sure you've all seen lamb's quarter out in the field and pretty much everywhere. We've been eating lamb's quarter for quite some time. It's got a lot of calcium in it, for one thing. It's got a lot of vitamins and minerals also, which are easy to find online. I don't have my notes with me, but it's just such a wonderful green to find. And you know, lamb's quarter is a member of the amaranth family and the quinoa family, and it's also related to spinach, I believe. It's related to Swiss chard and beets, of course. It's actually part of the goosefoot family. Look that up and you can find more information. Later in the summer, I'm going to be gathering lamb's quarter seed. I'll actually wait till it gets to be just right, just the right degree of ripeness, if you want to call it that. And I will be pulling the seed off of the stalk right in the fall. And I'll pull the seed right off the stalk, I'll collect it, and I'll dry it out at the house. And then I will clean the seed with water. I'll use the float method, and then after that I will lightly toast it, and that'll be a good little treat. I don't want to pick all of the lamb's quarter as if it were a common weed. We eat it raw in our salads. It's actually part of our garden. We don't plant it, it just comes naturally, and we feel as though that's a real gift from God. So now I'm harvesting some spinach to go with our morning greens. Beautiful lamb's quarter. Although not technically foraging, we've got these volunteer allium plants here at the edge of the compost bin. So I'm not sure exactly what they are, but they're food, and you could say that I foraged them, and so we'll put that in our morning greens. So this is our little foraging haul from this morning. We've got a lot of lamb's quarter. A lot of lamb's quarter. We have a lot of leafy plantain, and I brought some spinach out from the greenhouse that we planted, and we've got this volunteer allium plant. This is all going to make for a nice breakfast this morning. Now let's go up to the house and surprise Danielle with it, and she'll show us how to fix it. And yeah, I've got some wild greens from outside.
Whoa, nice.
And I also mixed in some of our spinach with it. So this is one of those volunteer alliums. So I thought we could cook these up for breakfast also.
That's great, because since I broke an egg yolk, I decided to make an omelet instead of doing poached eggs.
Okay.
So I've got scrambled eggs here, and we'll cut up this onion and saute that, and proceed.
Okay.
Plantain this nice. I guess the heavy rains have brought out a lot more of it, and it's growing in places where it doesn't just get full of gravel and dust. Those are big, very nutritious. And what else? Lamb's quarter, which we love, and spinach. This is going to be perfect. I'll grate a little cheese, and we will have a luxurious omelet this morning.
I'm just cutting up that allium that we found outside, and we'll put this right on the skillet. Wonderful little allium. It looks like it's more on the leek family side. So let's put that on the skillet. Wonderful. That's a start.
So these are mature, and those stems and veins are very tough. So I think I'm going to see if I can remove some of that. I don't think that would be very pleasant in an omelet. The younger ones don't have those big heavy veins, so I can just cut those like that. Let's see.
The bigger ones are good for a poultice.
Oh boy.
I tried to keep them a bit on the small side.
Yeah. And there's the our friend lamb's quarter. So tender, really good.
Yeah. And I told them that we even saved lamb's quarter to eat raw in salads.
Oh yeah, it's sweet actually. All right, so the alliums are pretty nice. They're soft, and I just rinsed these off. So I put this on with some of not taking off too much of the water, because this will form steam. The moisture makes steam, and then I'll put the lid over this, and these will cook in a few minutes. And then I'll take them out, put them in a dish, and set them aside until the omelet is ready. So, capture the steam, okay?
Yep.
Okay, here goes the lid to capture that steam and cook the greens in moment. Yep. Don't want to overdo them.
So those are the greens that we picked this morning.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Wow. Garden to table. I just shredded some nice grass-fed Irish cheddar, and here it is. So I'm going to have it on a little plate, so it will be over by the stove. I won't be dropping it on the way over to add to the omelet. I've beaten some eggs. I'm going to try to estimate half. 2 eggs each. There.
So this is just a standard omelet from here on out.
Yeah. So I'm going to put some of the greens and onions. There. And some cheese. Quick. All right. And fold over. And 2. That looks pretty nice. We'll give that a while to set and melt the cheese. Here we go. There's the omelet. And as you can see, I'm going to put a little extra cheese on top. The omelet is hot and the cheese will melt a bit. So there we are with bacon and our homegrown potatoes and homegrown garlic fried up in a little bacon fat that was left after the bacon cooked. And there's a breakfast. And good old Irish cheddar. Sorry.